All right, just hit master and see if it'll start turning over.
How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. Man, have I got a treat for you guys today. We're at drivetanks.com over here on the Ox Ranch in Uvalde, Texas. We're going to check out the tanks. We're going to see what the power plants are with these tanks. We're going to see how they maintain them. We're going to try to crank one with them. So it's going to be awesome. It's probably the funnest video I've ever made in my whole YouTube career. So anyway, let's get started. Got a lot to show you guys in this video. You get up to the drive tanks portion, they have a museum. It's all live. It's really, really awesome. And the people that work here are just incredible. This place, I'm telling you, look up drivetanks.com. It's just it's an amazing facility. You can drive live tanks, you can shoot live tanks. It's pretty awesome. Hey, so I'm here with Josh. Josh, the lead mechanic out here. Josh, what are we gonna look at today?
Well, you guys are actually showing up for a pretty busy day. A little bit of everything's going to be going. The LMTV is going to be going. The Scorpion's going to be going. The 251 that you hear running right now is going to be going out. Okay, cool. And then on the other side, you have the T-34. The Shermans are going to be running around today. There's going to be some Leopards running around. A lot. Basically, you're going to see almost every vehicle that is up and running probably moving around today.
Do you guys have like a PMI schedule, or do you do like every 10 hours, every 20 hours, or is it based on seasonal? What is
it? Kind of based off of how much the vehicles run, because we see such influxes between, let's say last year, right, 2019, nothing happened. So if none of the vehicles are running, there was no point in doing any work on them. But now we're coming out of that, and now we're really busy. So now everything needs to be tighter. So what I normally do is during the week, I plot out based off of the schedule that we have. Because if the Shermans are going out, I can't work on them. But if I've got some days at the beginning of the week, I'll bring the Shermans in, they'll get their work, and then they get kicked out the door. So it's kind of as needed basis.
Well, it's good to see that the business is picking up.
Yes, you know what I mean? The last few months have actually been record-breaking for us
wonderful.
Since opening.
That's awesome.
We're coming back real strong.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of these tanks.
We're going to have some projects for you guys as the day goes on. So if you guys want to get nitty-gritty.
Okay.
So what we've got here is our SDKFZ 251. Those with really good eyes will point out that it's actually an OT 8-ton. What it is a Czechoslovakian version of the German's 251. And the big differences were they went from a gasoline engine to a diesel engine, which is actually a V8 diesel. So it's extremely powerful for its weight class. They put a roof on them, and then they had the American style ring machine gun up there on the top corner. It's an extremely powerful, I mean, when you're driving it around, if you just touch the gas, like it pick up and goes. So it's extremely powerful. The OT-810s, they were kind of like a multi-purpose vehicle. They started off in life as a troop transport. And then you have versions that had the PAC-36 strapped to the top.
Oh, wow.
And then you had versions that had mortars in the back. And then there's even one that has, well, hopefully you guys will see it today, but the PAC-40, which is a 75mm anti-tank gun. And they strapped it to the top, dubbed it the Pakwagen. So there were many different roles. And it's a really cool little vehicle. It's actually one of my favorites to drive because it's so weird. If you look in there, you've got the steering wheel, which controls just the wheels up front. Now there would be a pneumatic system that connected the lever arms to the final drives. So as you turn the wheel, it would actually put brakes on the tracks.
Oh, interesting.
But a lot of us, over time, the system gets holes in it, it fails. So a lot of us drive with both. So you make little corrections with the steering wheel, but kind of like a manual, you always have your hand down at the controls so you can physically
Yeah, of course.
pick up and brake.
This is the next one we're taking out right here. This is the guts here. See inside here, it's a V12 Diesel. There's the operator workstation, the gun, some of the trays. Wow, super uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, this is like one of the worst ones to drive.
All right, what's
So the starting sequence here for the T3485 is kind of hilarious in terms of thinking modern day equipment, right? Where you just master power,
Right.
push start button. This one, if you go to the front, you're going to see him. He has to prime the fuel pump basically, and he's going to have a little lever up here in the front.
Okay.
And he's going to pump that about 20 times.
Oh wow.
To build up some pressure in the pump. And then he's going to hit the master power. He'll hit another switch that engages an oil primer pump that builds up its oil pressure. And then he'll set his idle to 50% for starting the engine. And then with the clutch all the way down, he'll hit the starter button. Hopefully, watch yourself with the white shirt because it's got a little bit of nasty blow by when it starts up. So you'll be a Dalmatian. So here he is, he's pumping the fuel primer. This is like one of those.
So which is the power on the right side beside the co-pilot there?
I wouldn't wish this tank upon my enemies. You've got the masters smashed all the way in.
Yep. She's in neutral.
It's in neutral. Hit it. All right. We'll probably have to.
Jumper.
Yeah, probably hit her with the jump box. I don't know why it's. Go ahead and shut power off. Hit.
So hit the switch.
Yeah, slap it underneath.
Try it again.
Yeah, hit it. Like really push that sucker in with your palm. Try it now. Okay.
So yeah, so you just want to hit the jumper box.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got readings on one of the gauges.
Yeah, it was probably doesn't have enough to. Because it's been a while since it's ran.
Yeah, he's right. It will cycle a certain number of amps, but if it's not enough juice in the tank.
Well, when your tank goes dead, what you do is you bring a Humvee in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, holy cow.
No, you can come in at an angle. You'll get past it. It's sitting right there.
Oh, I thought Riley took it.
No.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and grab the Humvee. You're gonna bring it around. I'm gonna get Alicia to move her Jeep. You're gonna come in here and we're gonna jump her with the Humvee.
This T34 here, we're going to try to get the Humvee in here. We'll probably either bring some jumper cables. There's a battery box located behind the operator here, back there in the very back. You can't see it through this portal, but and then he'll either run jumper cables or bring out a jump box and hook it up. He was telling me off camera that these Russian tanks are very finicky Sometimes they start, sometimes they don't. So will it start? We're about to find out, right? Y'all remember Biggin? Hey, Biggin.
Hey.
Come on in. Come on, you're good. Yeah, keep coming in. Right there, hold it.
So he'll bring the camera here, and then he's got a NATO plug.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, this one doesn't go out too much, so. There you go. Single pin plugs. It's a godsend.
Where's the NATO plug?
Should be right there on the floor in the center, in between the two batteries. That'll work.
I can just start. I only have a plug.
No. If she's not, as long as she's not in gear. All right, give it a second. It probably needs to build up.
Or give her the Humvee some gas.
Yeah. Give the Humvee some gas. Come up a little bit, nice and easy.
Josh, if you need a crescent wrench or a starting fluid, I've got you covered, dude.
Got it.
All right.
One more. You bring it up. Yeah. Come on. A shorter? Yeah. Go ahead and let
Look,
it hang out.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but Josh handed him a crescent wrench. It was awesome. It's totally awesome.
Okay, fire her up.
It's so close. I can hear that.
Yeah. Try it again. All your connections.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and start giving it some power. Over there. Huh? I think I've got two. If we want to run maybe like two 12 volts down there.
It's really cool to see the crew coordination going on with these guys, where they figure out, hey, do I need more, new
It's
batteries,
either that or we bring a Leopard that's got more power.
or do we bring another piece of equipment in here? So they're discussing it. That crew coordination, that crew resource management, as we call it in the Air Force. Yeah, it's really cool to see.
Okay, so don't pump it.
Yeah, I wouldn't pump it. Just take it through its regular startup without.
So we're gonna move the walker.
Huh?
No pumping, right?
No pumping.
Okay, here we go.
See if it'll fire up.
Might be cranking two of them today.
Okay, go ahead and stop. Give it 2 pumps. Okay, give it 2 more. It's kind of like starting an aircraft.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Almost. Give it 2 more because we're not seeing white smoke yet. So this one's kind of like the early version that has twin carburetors. And this was one of the biggest complaints. My phone doesn't get stuck down in there.
This is the Liberty. This is what they'll got a bigger power pack. So they'll hook up that NATO cable. That cable's got a NATO plug on it, so they'll hook it up to this and then to the Walker.
All right, a little bit more. There you go, straight back. Nice and easy. It's easier to drop, you can drop the seat down. And then I need to find you the adapter first.
It's handing
No,
them out an
don't do
adapter.
the single pin one first. Stick it into the Leopard first. There you go. You want the pins up on top? All right, just hit master and see if she'll start turning over. Yep. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
How quick was that? Wow.
We're gonna leave it plugged in for a minute. Let the batteries get some charge. Say again?
Let it run for a minute.
Oh yeah, no. We're gonna leave them plugged in too. I think we just had too long of a cord for that Humvee to start it. I don't know.
All right, so Josh, tell me how this thing fired up so quick from the Liberty.
So what ended up happening was we've got such a long cable because we're in such an odd place to try to jump start this tank.
Sure.
Because the batteries are at the back, and the only way to get the cable through is come through the front.
Okay.
And then get over to another vehicle.
Right.
So the Humvee, even though it is 24 volt, it didn't have necessarily the oomph to reach through this big 40 long cable.
Right.
So we hit it with the Leopard, which she has 2 battery banks of 4.
Oh wow, yeah.
So she's got a lot of amperage sitting
Sure.
behind it, and that was enough to get in there. And as you saw, it just fired right on
Sure
up.
did. Yeah.
So
Now you guys keep these on trickle charges though, right?
Yes, so
Okay.
normally, but sometimes when they go out, sometimes they don't get put back on
Oh, yeah.
because we don't know when the next time it's going to go
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And I don't really want to leave the batteries on trickle charge all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Because some of them, the way the batteries are, they'll boil, and
Sure.
now you got no water in them, and now
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
blown apart.
Yeah.
So normally what we'll do is a couple days before we'll put them on the trickle charge, especially for ones that have a lot of parasite leaks like
Gotcha. Yeah.
the
Sure.
C74.
Sure. Yeah.
But other than that, you know, we try to keep them up and going, especially the ones, the 34 doesn't go out a whole bunch. The Leopard's like a daily, the Sherman's a daily, the M41's getting pretty popular.
Okay.
So the ones that are running a lot and kind of keep
Yeah.
themselves up.
Yeah.
But the only thing we really use is this little guy right here. I mean, if you think about it, it's the only thing we use to jumpstart the 34.
It was, yeah.
You know,
I
than
love it, dude.
Other than a cable and another tank,
Yeah.
but the only tool we use.
Yeah, I love it. You're a man after my own heart. So, listen, I want to thank Josh. Josh, thanks so much for letting us come out, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
And drivetanks.com. You guys, from the front gate to here, man, everybody's been super professional, super receptive. And so I highly recommend getting a package from these guys. Come drive a tank, come shoot a gun, come hang out with the crews and all this stuff. So it's a wonderful place out here in Uvalde, Texas. Yeah, I said Uvalde a while ago, and they're like, no, it's Uvalde. Uvalde, Texas, outside of San Antonio. Come see those guys at Ox Ranch, drivetanks.com. We appreciate you guys watching. Take care. God bless. You can roll this back.
Not yet, because the guy that's actually going to drive it out, that's Tommy, he'll get in
Okay.
and back it out.